All right, got new tire valves. Get these 2 new wheels on, and I'll get them on the front. Got the shiny ones that'll match. Well, one good reason to do the valve stem before you put the tire on is that if you drop this down in the wheel, you can get it back out. Slash, you won't drop it in the tire because the tire's not on there yet. So it's kind of a pain to get out, but I got it with my handy dandy little claw. So let's see if I can do this without dropping into this. Got that on there. Might need a little encouragement. Well, apparently the spray water soap helps with the bead attaching too. So I got the other side. So this will just work preemptively. Well, the bead won't get on. I gotta go make dinner, but come back to it. Ratchet strap around it didn't work because that can work to squish it in and hold it against the rim to pop the bead on, or to set it close enough for the bead to pop. But I guess I will try again in a little bit. All right, back at it. Fresh soap, soaked it down. Maybe it just needed a little break. It'll just go now. Yeah, at least hold it at the stem, but I might need 2 hands. Well, still not working, so I'm gonna try the exciting version with the little brake cleaner. See how that goes. That was exciting. It worked. It's on. Very exciting. That was fun. Yeah, thrilling. It worked. Yeah, just a little spray, a little burn, a little pop. It definitely started hissing and then it deflated on the sides, which I guess makes sense because before I was filling it up and then it was going. I don't know, but I've kind of always wanted to try that, so now I have. All right, last look at the old 14s. Well, I need to match the the wheel color. So good. All right. All right. Looks so good. Back wheels being black will make it look so much better. Fits a lot more clearly in this one than that one. It's gonna rub there real close. Well, that's hitting a little bit there. Might bend that. All right. Well, both sides when I turn are hitting here, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. And tomorrow I just need to trim like a little, like a finger width off of here because they're just barely touching. So if I knock it back to like here, somehow just grind it down a little bit, that'd be great. But so good. All right, got Sebastian on this a little bit. I figure I would bend it in a little bit rather than actually cut it. It's now all glary, but bent that in a little bit so that it clears here because it was out a little bit straighter there. And now I need to get that little plasticky, which I think also might be have metal under there, so I need to look at bending that around. All right, you can see now clearing here, but now we're catching back there. All right, safety first. I started hacking on the little fin on this side too. Bending this back, this was a lot closer. So it doesn't look quite as clean, but it'll be fine, I think. Pull the wheel off to get a better hit on it. I'm trying to just hammer this one in. I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to get it flush, so I might have to grind it down. But the pinch, I think, provides some strength, so I was thinking bending it over would be stronger than cutting it off, but we'll see what I can do. Alright, well, we're still hitting there. I gotta get it back tighter. But it looks like the back part will clear. So I just need to get the fender out. I need to cut it. It's still hitting a little bit in there at full lock, but it's not really hitting very hard, so I don't self-clearance question mark. See about the other side. Alright, well this side I already did some cutting with the Sawzall, and so it's really tight and a little rough, so I think I'm gonna just grind this down a ways, get that cleaned up a little bit more. This side ground down. Well, I took it for a little test drive. My phone died, so I didn't get anything good to that. It drives. I think it's better with these fronts than it was with the little fronts. It's still a little squirrely, a little sketchy. I think it's kind of exaggerating the steering slop, which I think is just the steering rack. So there's a ball joint and a couple bushings in there, and the internals of the rack, so I can get like 50, 60 bucks. I can get a rebuild kit for that, so I think I'm gonna do that. So it's like 300 bucks for a whole new steering rack, which seems a little steep, seeing as how it's not that much less than I paid for the whole thing. It does look really good though. I have the back up, so it's a little extra high, but it just looks mean. It is interesting though, but if you look at the clearance here and how it fits in the wheel arch, it's fairly close here. So when I hit a bump there, I think that front was scraping, and look here, this is quite far, way farther off, and this is really tight, and this is not actually clearing at full lock still. So I don't know if that is the alignment, because there's this rod here that comes up to the front that would, I think, pull it forward a little bit. So I'm curious if I pulled that front alignment guy in, if that will just pull the whole knuckle forward. I think it might. So I might try that and try to center in the wheel well better, and then it'll actually fit. And then I can push the other side back a little bit. I guess I probably should have done that before I started beating on body parts. It's fine. This thing has never seen a hard day of its life. These lights are definitely mint. Definitely not all wonky donkey. It definitely doesn't have a bumper. But progress. It's not, I don't know that I'd really call it drivable. It's also hard to say because I didn't balance the front wheels because I don't have a balancer currently. One day maybe. That'd be really sweet. So I either need to pull these off, take them in on my truck, or drive it to a tire store, which would be a little terrifying. But I wouldn't be that bad. It'd be nice if it wasn't quite so sloppy and the rubbing wasn't so bad. So I need to play with, it's kind of like getting late, but I think I'm going to play with that. I was realizing too that I have yet to replace the rear shocks. And I was just rolling under here to look at them. Can't actually find the shocks that I popped for these, because I did the fronts and I haven't done the rears yet. So that's kind of fun. They're air shocks. You can see a little tube coming out of there. And if you trace the white line down, it runs to a straighter valve right here. So we can air them up. And you can see the line coming in from the other side too. So that's pretty fun, I think. It's cool. He has them consolidated to one single line on the bumper for a quick build it up. The bushings are shot on that, on the base of those. So I think I should replace them anyway, even though mine aren't fancy air ones. But that is kind of fun and neat. Neato.